this is a blessing for the people of South Africa for 2025, entering the new year. It is by God's grace only that we may enter this new year that lies ahead, knowing that so much evil reigned in 2024. It is certain that this year will see ongoing genocide in Gaza and in Palestine, continued war in Lebanon, yet unseen misery in Syria, Sudan, Somalia, and the Congo. I'm grateful that so many of us, despite the hypocrisy and heartlessness of those who rule us, have remained so faithful in our solidarity, especially with the Palestinian people. It is certain that the carnage has not stopped and that unimaginable evil is still breathing hell and destruction over God's children there. We will not stop until that evil is no more. That is certain. It is certain that Southern Africa, in fact, is a target of civil war in Mozambique, rumors of war in Zimbabwe. Our work for peace everywhere on earth must continue. It is certain that the empire is crumbling, even as the book of Revelation tells us that as the beast conquered falls to the earth, dying, its tail still sweeps away a third of the stars, doing as much damage as it can while going down. But this is certain. It is going to perdition. We shall walk amongst its ruins and know that the judgment of the Lord are altogether just. It is certain that in South Africa we will see new levels of inequalities, renewed efforts to deepen and cover up the corruption that is such a canker in our body politics. They cannot survive without it, not for one day. So we shall continue to demand transparency, accountability and judgment on Marikana, on the sealed CR17 documents, on Palapala, and on everything else that brings us so much shame. It is certain that under this GNU, the chasms that divide us will widen, and the hatred for the poor and the vulnerable will grow deeper, because the very nature and policies of this government and the rapaciousness of the capitalist class who own it make that inevitable. It is certain that violence in all its forms, from gender-based violence to cycles of impoverishment to the deprivation of opportunities for our children, will rise, because the law and the Constitution serve the interests of the rich and powerful, protecting corruption, greed, and unaccountability, instead of preserving justice by protecting the truthful, the compassionate, and the powerless. Hypocrisy is walking hand in hand with mediocrity, and misery and suffering for our people will remain a bitter guarantee. So it is certain that new struggles lie ahead. But this is true. It is as certain that we as a people in whose veins flows the blood of generations who knew how to respond when there was something noble to fight for, when we understood what and how much is at stake. The uncertainties of 2024, brought on by the unexpected of 2025, are no longer uncertain. The enemy is no longer unknown. We know that there is much to fight for, and we know what it is. We also know that we are not alone. Something extraordinary is happening in Africa. Our continent is waking up, and the eyes that are opening are young, filled with youthful fire of belief and determination. In West Africa, young leaders are turning the unfulfilled dreams of a previous generation into serious and exciting political realities. And are we hearing new sounds from younger lips in Kenya, Botswana, Senegal, and even Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Gabon? As one year leaves and another new one enters, one generation speaks wisdom, truth, remembering, encouragement, and revolutionizing love to one another. The dream is embraced once again. It is passed on. So the chain remains unbroken. We are ready to awake, atone, and arise to reclaim, revive, and rebuild those eternal truths that kept us so strong for so long. Decency, honesty, courage, integrity, dignity, and sacrificial love. It is certain that God has not destined us for enslavement, subjection, and oppression, and it is certain that we are destined to win this fight. What Sol Plaatje said in 1960 remains true today. The only thing between us and despair is that heaven has not yet abandoned us. And since heaven has not abandoned us, we will not abandon the cause. So for 2025, my dear brothers and sisters, may God bless you with a wisdom that comes from insight and faith. May the Lord bless you with a power that is the vessel of dignity. May the Lord bless you with the anger and courage that are the children of hope. May the Lord bless you with a discernment that understands the signs of our times. May the Lord bless you with eyes to see, ears to hear, a mind to grasp who and what matters most. May the Lord bless you with that strength that only comes from the joy of the Lord, who is the God of justice. May the Lord bless you with the gift of selfless sacrificial love that is the heart of every revolution. May the Lord bless you with a burning desire to do what is right, the strength to renew the fight, the longing to fulfill God's dreams for this nation. May the Lord bless you with a love that will keep all of us together. We are still building that home for all. Others, pretending to be from among us, have built walls of betrayal held upright by the watery sands of greed, mendacity, and criminality. We can see the cracks, but we must not wait standing idly by until they fall down under the weight of historical consequences. We ourselves, with our own hands, must bring them down and have the courage to begin building again. We can, for the foundations laid by our ancestors are still firm. We are fallible, yes, and not always as strong as we wish to be. Temptations are rife, rich, and always ready. But blessed is the one who endures, who stumbles, yet running the race of righteousness and for justice, for the Lord will lift them up and hold them fast. This year, much more crucial than 2024, we will not fight just to survive. We will fight so that we may live and have life, and our children will have life that matters. This year, let the revolution not be a substitute for subservience. We are done with the confusion between freedom and serfdom. May the God of indivisible justice, indivisible love, indivisible solidarity, and indivisible inclusion be with us all. Thank you.